price is dropping. I know this. I know that a lot of people are capitulating in the crypto space right now. But one thing I also know is Avax has been building like crazy. And today, man, we're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about how right now Avax is super undervalued. Even if prices continue to go low, I'm still going to continue to buy Avax just because of everything that's going on. We know institutions are building on the Avalanche blockchain each and every day. We also know that more layer ones are being created for these institutions on, that's right, the Avax blockchain. So we're going to get into the depths of that. We're going to kind of just go over my thesis on why I'm still bullish on Avax. But before we do, make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Don't forget, turn on those notifications for all updates on Avax, man. I will continue to bring these videos because right now we in one of those pivotal moments in the market where, like I said earlier, a lot of people getting out the markets. A lot of people are saying cryptos aren't going to do anything and that it's over for the crypto space. And I don't know where they getting these, where they coming up with these opinions, how they building a thesis. I'm not sure when so much money is being put into the blockchain world, into the new asset class, into crypto. So let's get straight into it, man. Let's talk about it. Where we at with price? So, man, currently I am looking at Avax, and we are at $16.14. Now, in the past year, we are down 51%. And that's okay because we started last year around this time at $34. So we are down. And some people were saying that, the bull market actually started in 2023. And I can see why they were saying that. Just because back in 2023, the later days of 2023, around September of 2023, we saw a $9 Avax, and since then it hasn't went back down to that $9. So that could officially start the bull market. Who knows? That's what a lot of people are saying. And I'm not saying that it can't come back down to that $9, but if it does, I will be buying like crazy. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. Now, right now, one of the most important things is, I always say, guys, zoom out, because when you zoom out, you can clearly see Avax is up all time, 249%. So almost 250% is where Avax has really rolled up to. And we can see back in 2020, you had an opportunity to get in at Avax right at $3, right at $5. So many opportunities, man. These opportunities have or will continue to come around just because now we are on another dip, guys. We at $16 for one Avax. The market cap is at $6.92 billion. So at a $69 billion market cap, we looking at 161 Avax coin. Now, I do think that a 10x is possible. Now, is it going to happen very soon? I'm not going to put a date on it, but I do think over time that Avax is going to continue to grow. More institutions are going to continue to build on it. More real world assets. That's the major thing. Real world assets are being built on the Avax blockchain. So I do think over time we will see a 10x for Avax, and it's only going to, drive more people into this blockchain. Now we can see the 24-hour volume is 584 million. That's up 44%. People are still bullish on Avax right now and coming in at 84% bullish and 16% bearish. Right now we are ranked 21 out of all the cryptocurrencies. We have fell down some of the rankings, but who cares about ranks, man, when we know that Avax is building towards the future. Now let's get to some of the good stuff, man. Avax 1, it's official. The AVX ticker is now live. We have now fully transitioned to Avax 1. On the NASDAQ, it's AVX, the first publicly traded vehicle designed to give investors institutional grade access to the on-chain financial economy powered by the Avax network. With this update, allow us to reintroduce ourselves. Our mission to give investors regulated exposure to the on-chain financial economy by compounding Avax ownership and supporting real network adoption, helping build a more transparent, efficient, and profitable financial ecosystem. Our differentiator, unlike ETFs, AVAX One follows a Berkshire Hathaway style model, a structure built to accumulate and compound AVAX in the near term and over time acquire and onboard cash flowing fintech businesses to the Avalanche blockchain. See, that's one of the biggest things, man. Unlike the other ETFs out there, AVAX One, they want to onboard cash flowing fintech businesses to the Avalanche blockchain. This creates a self reinforcing flywheel where asset growth, on chain yield, and strategic acquisitions compound long-term value across the ecosystem. Our partners, AVAX One is advised by Scaramucci and Brett at COINBASE institution and supported by Hive Mind Cap as its asset manager partner, applying institutional rigor and an actively managed approach to the treasury strategy. Why Avalanche? Avalanche is rapidly becoming the settlement layer for global financial markets. Today, it already powers tokenization, capital markets, and financial infrastructure for institutions such as KKR, Apollo, and JP Morgan, establishing the core rails that will bring institutional finance on chain, the premier institutional gateway to the on-chain financial economy. So this is big, man. Let's just take a step back and listen to what was said. Tokenization. Now, we know tokenization is only growing. I do think and believe in the future, everything will be on blockchain. We will be able to verify ownership through blockchain technology. Now, which blockchain? I do think and believe in a multi-chain world. I do think it's going to be multiple chains that, these companies use. But right now, AVAX is one of the leaders when it comes to real world assets being put onto blockchain technology. And that's one of the major use cases for blockchain technology to be able to show ownership. And that's why I'm so bullish on AVAX, because it's literally, if you're bullish on real world assets, if you're bullish on putting your real world assets on a blockchain technology, you have to be bullish on AVAX because it is literally one of the leaders that is doing that right now at this moment in time. Now, something else. We were just talking about real world assets, and we can see real world assets continue to grow on Avalanche. So introducing Sierra is money powered by open trade, combining real world assets and DeFi infrastructure into one transparent on-chain framework. Let's talk about it. So Sierra is available within the Avalanche ecosystem through the Sierra app and LFJ. Its structure is backed by reserves that generate yield and are dynamically adjusted through Sierra's risk framework. These reserves include investment-grade real-world assets such as U.S. Treasury, money markets, and commercial paper, as well as blue-chip DeFi protocols like Aave, Morpho, and Pendle. Something else, man, yield is powered by AVAX. So, like I said, just bringing more real-world assets on a blockchain technology, that's what AVAX is doing. And last but not least, man, AVAX TVL has more than doubled since 2024. I'm not going to watch this entire 15-minute video, but the TVL has doubled since 2024. So the network activity is growing. TVL is increasing. More people are locking their money onto the Avalanche blockchain. And that means a lot because that means they trust what AVAX is doing right now at this moment in time. And something else that really caught my attention, it was a thread that AVAX created. Let me see if I can find it. It was a thread that they created. So let's talk about it, man. Wall Street thinks Avalanche. Institutional adoption matters a lot. This is a multi-trillion-dollar opportunity for all blockchains. Now, while every chain claims they are built for institutions, few can back it up. Avalanche backs it up. So proof. We have over $3.4 billion in tokenized assets already live on Avalanche. Trillion-dollar asset managers are actively deploying stablecoins, real-world assets, tokenized FX, and structured credit products on Avalanche. The largest payment processors in the world, such as Visa and TIS, use Avalanche tech. In this post, we'll explore why institutions to choose. Ooh, that's a tongue twister. Choose Avalanche, key use cases driving adoption, and where the industry is going. Let's begin. Why institutions choose Avalanche. So I'm not gonna read this entire. This is a long thread. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. But they choose it because it's instant transaction settlement. They have the ability to customize their own blockchains, and it's already a thriving ecosystem on the Avax blockchain. So key institutional use cases. So non-code, they launched the institutional grade FX trading protocol on Avalanche. Link, they enable real-time yield-bearing settlements with tokenized U.S. Treasury funds built for institutional scale and compliance. Then we got Visa, they expanded stablecoin settlement to Avalanche-based stablecoins. Then we see Rain, it powers global card issuing, letting users spend from wallets anywhere Visa is accepted, supporting fintechs and cross-border payments. Then we got a lot of other stuff, man. Like I said, it's a lot of things going on, man. You can actually just go into this thread and just look why or see why you should be bullish on the Avax blockchain. One thing that also caught my attention, man, the balcony. I talked about this in one of my earlier videos this year, but they digitized $240 billion worth of New Jersey real estate on the Avax layer, or on a layer one on the Avax blockchain. So things are really occurring for Avax. JP Morgan's on Avax. Citi is on Avax. A lot of big institutions look at Avax. They said, got you. I ain't reading all that. I'm happy for you, though, or sorry that happened. Look, that's a lot to read, y'all. I'm not going to lie to you. But it's very packed with a lot of information. And I read it already. I just didn't want to make this video longer than it needs to be. Just giving you a gist on what's going on with Avax, but you're more than welcome to go and check it out yourself. I don't want to make this a 30-minute video, you know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, man, with everything that Avax is doing, like I said, super bullish on how they're building out everything, how big companies are coming to Avax. It's only a matter of time before we see Avax take off and explode. So Crypto Tro, this is my video. Make sure y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, turn on those notifications, man. I'm out of here.